A little late, but always better to come in at some point than never here as we're ready to go on the drive here from the Finlay Hyundai Studios. It's another edition of 2 hours of nonstop sports coming at you in your radio, in your car, on the app. However you're listening, we appreciate it. It's Tara Atkin, it's Paul Ratliff with you, and we are getting ready for another jam-packed show. And wow, what a day it was yesterday on the golf course. We'll get into that a little later, but we're going to wait until we have everyone in studio. But today's show brought to you by Coral Canyon. It's fantastic. Get out and play great golf for a great price. Call for tee times, 435-688-1700. That's 435-688-1700 or at coralcanyongolf.com. And wow, what a day in sports it was yesterday, Tara. We had, as far as when football ends, I get a little disappointed, a little depressed, to be honest. But the way the hockey's transpired, the basketball and the NBA level, I mean, I always think basketball is the best basketball is played in March. I always think that because the March Madness and the college basketball I love. But the Western Conference Finals has been amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
other than the Cavs, but
the Western side.
The West, yes.
So, as far as the SGA versus Wemby, the star power on both sides of the court, just the way that the series has transpired. You had the best thing a couple of days ago, the half court shot from Wemby from that angle.
Oh,
it was
and
insane.
His deep threes, and he has just been incredible.
He's been fun to watch. And as a casual NBA fan, which I would consider myself one of those, as I'm a Wizards fan, they have the number one pick, but they've been bad since the early 2000s. So I haven't really been watching a ton of Wizards basketball, and in turn haven't been taking in as much the league as I normally do. But since the playoffs clicked over and started, I've really been in on watching Wemby and SGA and this Thunder Spurs series. I think it's the best NBA series we've been treated to in a while. Yeah. So really looking forward to tonight as, those two teams going to lock horns once again. It's going to be a battle. Game 6 with the Thunder up 3-2 in the series. So this one is going to be down on the Riverwalk in San Antonio.
Yes.
Right now, the Spurs favored by 3.5 points, favoring the Spurs at home. Man, this is going to be a fun game to watch tonight. 6:30 on NBC and Peacock. You can watch the game between these two teams, and 3.5 and a 219.5 over under. So they're expecting kind of a lower scoring defensive battle between these two teams.
Right.
And the Thunder's team defense, I mean, I've actually kind of taken a liking to Wemby and the Spurs. I want to see them win the series, but just watching the Thunder and the way they play defense, they're really active in passing lanes. They get in the way. And yes, I think they do flop a little bit. They do kind of ham it up a little bit for the calls, for the offensive fouls, for those kind of things. But there's one thing about the Thunders, they play really cohesive team defense. And I think there's got to be another star tonight for the Spurs. It can't be Wemby because they got to have Castle.
Thunder's finally starting to shut Wemby down.
That's right.
Like we said, he only had 20 points the other night, and 12 of them came from his free throws. So he did make every free throw, but still 12 of those points of those 20 were from that. And so he was not producing the way that he usually does.
That's right. And we saw him have that 40 and 20 game in game 1 where he was insane and just making threes all over the place on the Thunder's home court. And I think that the supporting cast needs to be dynamic tonight for the Spurs if they're going to win at home and extend this series, because 3-2 lead, if you get a 3-3 go back to OKC, anything can happen in a game 7 in any sport. Baseball, basketball, football, basketball, hockey. Any game 7 is perilous for either team. And right now, I mean, when you look at just the numbers, Chet Holmgren and Wemby, the matchup between those two on the block, the rebounding battle, I think Wemby is going to win that tonight. I think that Hartenstein's been a good addition to guarding him and being kind of that hatchet man, that physical guy, kind of posing problems for him. But Holmgren can't really guard Wembanyama down low.
No.
He's just too soft. He's a thin guy, and Wembanyama's thin, but he's still got long arms. He's really kind of physical though for his thickness. I think he's a little more physical than people give him credit for. Wembanyama,
yeah, because just looking at him, you would just think he was just this tall, lanky
wiry guy.
Yeah. And so to see his athleticism and speed and everything that he can do, it's pretty incredible.
It is. And as far as the supporting cast goes, that's the thing that's going to make or break the Spurs tonight. Is it going to be Stephon Castle? Is he going to be able to play big minutes, score a lot of points? He had 24 points in the last game. So he's a guy that can absolutely help them.
Right.
And be the kind of the Robin to Wembanyama's Batman.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You would love to see someone be that second gun, that second pistol for the Spurs tonight. Because SGA, Chet Holmgren, Jalen Williams, they've got guys that can score. So I think this is going to be one of the more fun games to watch tonight. I think with no hockey on, with the West settled and the East at 3, or what is it now? 3-1, right?
3-1, yeah.
For the Canes. I think this is the best thing on the docket tonight, unless you're a diehard Seamhead and you just love baseball. And
I do love baseball.
And if you want to watch a baseball game, but I think this is the main event tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is center stage. It's not competing with the NHL at all or tonight. So I think this will be the most watched sporting event on TV tonight, bar none.
Yeah.
I think this is the one most people are anticipating, wanting to see. So do this Thunder wrap it tonight? That's kind of my thought. Is I hope not. But,
I hope not too.
But I could see it. I think that they kind of have that championship DNA on their team. They've been kind of not doubted, but I think a lot of people after game 1 thought the Spurs have a real shot to win this series.
Yeah.
But now the Thunder have the 3-2 lead. They've got a chance to close it out tonight on away court, but at the same time they can do it. And I think they have the talent. But all it takes is a generational game from Wembanyama. I think he showed that in game 1. He can do that. He can have a 40-20 game and go out there and just stun everybody. And I think the Thunder had no inclination that they were going to lose game 1 on home court, but it was done. They stole that game. And
yeah.
I was so happy watching that and seeing that they are beatable, because we did a segment, the Thunder versus the field. That was kind of our talking point was, do you believe in any team, East or West, to be able to beat the Thunder in a 7-game series? And Devin took the field. I don't remember if you took the field or not.
I think I took the field.
You took the field, and I took the Thunder because I'm a believer in the Thunder. I think they're just built the right way. They have a ton of talent from their bench to.
I believe in the Spurs.
You do?
I think they can win tonight for sure.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Push game 7.
Yeah.
And then when they get game 7, like I said, anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
So
yeah.
it could be a 7-game series, but I've got a feeling tonight that it ends. I think the Thunder are going to take care of business, just because this was a team that barely lost throughout the entire first couple rounds of the playoffs, and now they're facing some heat. They're feeling adversity. They're losing some games. It's 3-2, but they still got the series lead, and they got the ability to close it out tonight. So that should be something we'll be keenly tuned in on, because that's going to be the best game on the docket in sports tonight. As far as last night in sports, we had quite a few things going on. The hockey last night, the Canes, Canadiens.
Anderson getting the shutout.
Yeah, and Anderson going to keep climbing up the Conn Smythe Award odds, because now they are essentially 3-1 going back to Carolina. This is pretty much done.
Yeah.
I think. The Habs were a great first 2-round team. They stunned a couple teams, including the Tampa Bay Lightning, but I don't think they have the gusto and the talent and the skill that's refined enough. It's really young talent with Suzuki and Caulfield.
I think they have the talent for sure, but yeah, they're young.
Yeah.
And last night was just a messy game. They were making ridiculous penalties that they never should have committed, never should have gotten. And so then they were, playing shorthanded for most of the time. And at one point they were down, they had to play down 2 people because of a dumb cross-checking penalty that he didn't even need to do. Yeah. And so it was like there was just some really bad penalties made by the Habs that really changed that game last night. But usually if they're playing and skating well, they're a great team and they can still win. So hopefully they can rein that back in. And you could tell like their coach was getting really frustrated and kind of like getting ticked. Like, what are you guys doing? So hopefully he can rein that back in for the next game. And then I think it will be a battle because they do have a lot of talent.
They do. But I think the Canes are just they're battle tested for this. They've been waiting for this moment for a long time.
Sebastian Aho's due. I always root for him, and so
they've lost some conference finals, a lot of them. So I mean, at this point, they just are thirsting to play for the cup. They just want a chance to play for it. They want a chance to win it, to lift it, but they're going to get it. I mean, that's 3-1. I mean, they might not win the next game.
Right.
But I know they're going to close this out because this is just a team that's undefeated in overtime. They're disciplined. They're a great penalty kill. They have a good power play. They're like Rod Brindamore is a great coach who's had this team on the precipice of winning for a long time. So I think that this is finally the prophecy fulfilled for the Canes. I think they do move on. And right now, I saw this morning from BetMGM. Right now, if the series started today, and as far as the Knights and the Canes would be the favorite in the series. The Knights will be plus 135 as an underdog against the Canes minus 140.
Wow.
So right now, the books believe in Carolina. And I think the Vegas has been doubted over and over and over. That I doubted them against the Mammoth in round 1. I thought the Mammoth would win in 7. The Ducks, they ousted them in 6 games, and then they just swept the Colorado Avalanche, and they were a 2.5 to 1 dog against the Avalanche and still won.
Right.
So now they're a smaller dog against the Canes, but they still are an underdog, and believe it or not. So
I love that they're underestimating them because there's no way they are an underdog.
Oh, really? You think the Canes are the underdog?
I think they can beat the Canes. Yeah.
So
I've said this from the beginning. Whoever came out of the West is going to win the Stanley Cup.
Okay.
So whether it was the Avs or whether it was the Knights, I'm like, the Stanley Cup's coming back to the West.
Yeah. I'm not as firm of a believer in that.
Yeah.
I kind of believe in the Canes a lot more than a lot of people do. So I think it's going to be a fight. I don't think the Knights are going to sweep them or walk through it like they did against the Avs.
I'm not saying they're going to sweep them or walk through them, but I still think they will win.
No, they'll win. You're taking the Knights.
I think they're still the better team. Yeah.
Against either team. Habs or Canes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. That's interesting. I like that approach. A lot of faith, a lot of belief.
Yeah. I mean, I've said that from the beginning, though. That
the
whoever.
West.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've said the West
because
is better.
the Western Conference is so much tougher than the East.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think they're just the better teams.
All right. Well, your take.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. And I'm sure we're going to make picks whenever we have an opponent and a clear idea on the series. But they did release a schedule for the proposed Stanley Cup final if the series goes 5 with Carolina. So they were talking about the times and dates. And I was looking at it and I was like, wow, they've already got times and dates out. But it's only if they advance in 5 games. So let me go through the schedule here as it is something to watch. The Cup final is amazing every single year, and you're going to want to be on hand tuned in. Okay, so if the Eastern Conference Finals ends in 5 games, the tentative schedules for the Stanley Cup final, June 2nd, the first 2 games are going to be in Carolina as they had way more points in the regular season. So June 2nd at Carolina, game 1. June 4th, June 6th, June 9th, 11th, 14th, and 17th. So it's stunted every 2 days except one extra travel day between when they leave from Carolina to Vegas.
Right. Yeah.
So,
but like you said, that's only if they win tomorrow night.
That's only if they win in 5 games.
Now, there's still a game 7 tentative for June 2nd, like Tuesday, June 2nd.
That's right.
Yeah.
Only if it ends in 5.
Right.
So, and I think it will end in 5 because they just blasted them 4-0 last night and they're going back home. So you think Montreal's going to win and extend this, it sounds like.
I think they could. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if they do, but I think they could.
They look dead in the water to me, but we'll see, buddy.
They were bad last night.
They definitely were. So we'll see if they extend it, but if it does end in 5 games, game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals will be on June 2nd. That's your tentative start date if the Canes wrap up the Canadians in the next game. But
We're going to grab a quick break, come back with some more hard-hitting sports takes and topics around the world, and we will be back after this quick break. Back live here from the Finlay Hyundai Studios. It's another edition of The Drive. Paul Ratliff, Tara Atkin guiding you through your morning commute. And today's show brought to you today by Zag. Protect it better. Get $20 off phone repair of the 2 St. George or 1 Cedar City Zag. Just mention the radio special. And hey, it's Summit Rock Hunt time. The mini rocks are heading out and the clues are being dispersed. And get ready. Try and find that mini rock. $1,000 prize if you do. And get your official Rock Hunting Summit shirt for when the big rocks are out there to make that big money. I mean, the clues are always tough every year. You see these hordes and masses of people looking for these rocks.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, man, I'm not smart enough to navigate through these clues to try to find these rocks. But better you than me out there and doing a great job finding those rocks. So if you want to rock hunt this year, make sure you get your Summit shirt as well, because it can double the money if you find the rock. All right. Let's get into it here as we've got some interesting stuff in the realm of MLB baseball. This has been much talked about the last couple of years. Rob Manfred going into the Phillies locker room and Bryce Harper cussing him out when they're talking, salary cap and changing the CBA. And because the top earners in MLB don't want the salary cap. Because they want uncapped salary to make as much money as they possibly can.
Right.
But the top 3% of MLB doesn't really care about the rest of the league. The top earners want to keep making what they're making. And then the utility guy that's 12, 13, 15, 25 on the team that's making the league minimum is wanting a salary cap. So you've got a huge collision course between two things here. The top earners and the average run-of-the-mill MLB player. So Rob Manfred is seeing that there could be a work stoppage. We could see, like in 1994, the last time a salary cap was proposed in baseball. That year, 1994, no World Series. They canceled the season. So this has not been broached since that time.
Right.
So now Manfred, who takes over for Bud Selig, and Manfred's made the pitch clock. He's made so many things to streamline games. He's done some beneficial things for the sport of baseball.
Yeah.
But he does not want a work stoppage. And this was him yesterday on the Pat McAfee show on ESPN, speaking about that work stoppage and how he's going to do everything he can to avoid it.
We appreciate what you're doing for the league. We appreciate what you're doing for sports. And good luck. No work stoppage. Hey.
Listen, you know what? There's no one who wants to avoid a work stoppage more than I do. Believe me.
That'd be on your ass. Hey, they put that on your ass. They would say, Now, granted, we all know that you all know that the game right now is doing something special for our society. So we appreciate the hell out of you, Mr. Commissioner. Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Manfred. Thank you, Rob Manfred, for his time. That's very real, though. Like, the work stoppage thing would be devastating, especially with the momentum that the sport has. We appreciate what that's true.
What Pat just said there. The viewership this year in MLB is up. The attendance at parks is up. People are liking the game. You heard that old misnomer a couple years ago. In the last 10 years, the baseball is really an older man's game, and the fans are phasing out. The young fans want to watch basketball and football and hockey and other sports, but I think that's proven not true.
I would never have agreed with that.
Well, it's been said quite a bit.
Right,
but I mean, it's an older man's game is what people theorize about baseball. And it's
I know a lot of young kids that love baseball.
That's right. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying it's a slower pace. It's not as exciting as other sports in spurts, whereas basketball is constantly going. Hockey's constantly going. Football is stop, start, stop, start. And baseball is a little slower, and it's more of an acquired taste if you're not a patient person. But as far as the game growing, all the metrics are up as far as viewership goes for the first time in a while. MLB attendance is up as well. But the first proposal for this collective bargaining agreement has been struck. The MLB is expected to propose a hard cap and floor system for the first time in nearly 3 decades since 1994 5-player strike. So will this work? Will they get a collective bargaining agreement done with a salary cap, or will the top earners in baseball continue, the MLBPA continue to push for an uncapped salary. What do you think if you had to take out your crystal ball and just take a guess? Do you think that
whether I think it'll work or not?
No, not if it'll work. Do you think that the players will agree to a salary cap?
I don't know what the players will do, but I know all the fans want to see it happen.
Yeah.
You know, because we're all sick of the Dodgers just going and buying up everybody and the Yankees and just paying the luxury taxes and having, like no ceiling.
Yeah.
And so for all of the other teams, we'd like to see, that be reined in and controlled.
Yeah.
So that, the other teams can be more competitive. And I think that'll help the game grow as well. So I think is like the fans, I think they really want to see it. Whether or not the players do, like you said, your top 3% obviously don't. But
Sure.
I feel like the rest of the players would want to see that happen as well. Because these guys, too, are competitive. They want to win games. And so they don't want to go and be on the Pirates and suck and never have a chance at, like, playing in the World Series or, like they'd like to see a more level playing field.
Balance.
So that they have that chance.
Yeah, I agree. I think that MLB is super top heavy right now.
Yeah.
I mean, with all the parity in the NBA, as far as the last 2 years, it's been the Thunder, but before that, it was the Bucks, it was the Raptors, it was the Cleveland Cavaliers,
right.
The Golden State Warriors had their little run. Like, there's been a lot of parity in the NBA. There's been a lot of parity in the NFL since the Chiefs took their back seat last year and Mahomes got hurt. New Super Bowl champion. The Eagles won the year before. They beat the Chiefs, whatever.
Right.
So we've seen a lot of parity in most of the sports. But the Dodgers have become kind of the boogeyman of all professional
MLB,
sports, not just the MLB.
Right.
I think the Dodgers are quickly gaining more and more haters everywhere because realistically, when you can just spend uncapped and just defer your payments till 2040,
exactly.
You're going to be able to build a massively powerful team.
Right.
So the MLBs, so the CBA, which expires December 1st. Was finalized in March 2022 after a 99-day lockout. If you remember that, there was that short lockout with the MLB in 2022. But they're saying, sources are telling ESPN, the MLB would likely lock out again if the players fail to come to an agreement before the deadline, which would produce the 10th work stoppage in MLB history and put games at risk in 2027. So I think you've got to do some smoothing here. You got to soothe. It's kind of like a baby, like it's crying. Like you got to soothe the baby, like soothe the players on both sides. Like you've got to be able to tell guys like Mike Trout, Bryce Harper, Juan Soto, like these guys that are making $300+ million. Mm-hmm. You got to tell them that their day in the sun is
Judge,
over.
all those guys. Yeah.
Those contracts are over.
Yeah.
We gotta, or at least if you want to get that contract, you're going to suffer in other areas of your team because you're not going to be able to pay the rest of the roster. So I think these mega deals, and it started with Giancarlo Stanton. I remember him getting that massive deal with the Miami Marlins. Mm-hmm. And then they traded him to the Yankees because they were like, we just signed this guy to a 13-year deal. He's not going to be productive in year 12 and 13 of this deal.
Right.
And like a lot of these huge deals, like the back end,
Juan Soto. And,
there's a lot of contracts that are all going to be terrible on the back end because they want to get these guys locked in for the 7 years of their prime on a good number. But the last 5 years of the contracts, these 10+ year deals, normally the team that gives out that contract is suffering and feeling the pain because the player's production greatly tails off after, the prime years. So I just think that those bloated contracts, I mean, they need to be a thing of the past because right now they're starting with the proposal from the CBA proposal is starting with $240 million salary cap in the first year, $240 million. So that's still plenty of money. I know right now, not even half of the teams in the league are spending that. So if you had a cap of $240 million, that would be a great start for, I think, a lot of teams to get off the ground. Because when you look at the small markets like Pittsburgh, like Tampa Bay, like Kansas City, like, not the Mets, Dodgers, Phillies, Yankees, Toronto Blue Jays, Braves, those teams are never going to struggle in an uncapped salary because they're just going to spend and spend and spend.
Right.
But when you look at the teams down the way in the payroll. The Miami Marlins, $74 million. Cleveland Guardians, $85 million. The Tampa Bay Rays, $87 million. Like the Dodgers have 2 players on their team that double that.
Yeah.
So it's just like, it is so unbalanced. It's not even close to being fair.
No.
And the competitive balance is off. And this is cool that they've noticed this. So now this is Pete Thamel on with McAfee as well, talking about the competitive integrity tax, some of the real semantics of the CBA. So let's give this a listen as well.
I love the backdrop. I love the suit. I love the tie. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so you just heard the commissioner there. And today, since our recording with the commish, a lot of information has come out about a proposal that has been placed on the table by MLBPA in their first basic proposal for the negotiation for the CBA. Since we talked to Manfred, has anything changed? And what's your kind of takeaway of everything you just heard there, Jet?
This is a really important time for baseball because we're finally going to get a sense of what the state of play with labor negotiations is. And this is something we've been waiting for a long time. The MLBPA came today with its proposal, and a lot of the things in there were not surprising. They want players to get paid more money. That's obviously a starting point for every negotiation when it comes to a union. But there were a few interesting elements in there. The competitive integrity tax, which essentially would be a floor for teams to spend above, and if they don't, they get penalized in the same way that if you spend above the competitive balance tax, you get penalized for that. You see the increased minimums there, almost doubling the minimum salary, and increasing the competitive balance tax from $244 million base threshold to $300 million. The big one, though, and I think where if the MLBPA wants to avoid a salary cap, the way to do it is through revenue sharing. And in the MLBPA's proposal today, it essentially takes local television money, which is not shared very much right now, and shares about 2/3 of it on top of a base of $50 million equal distribution from all teams. And the idea behind that, and not sharing other local revenue, is so that if teams are winning, people are going to go to their ballparks. And the Players Association wants those teams to be rewarded for going out there, for spending money, for putting competitive teams on the field. So
interesting. I mean, I think that the local TV or the local regional network revenue would be a good idea. That's a way to kind of close the gap.
Right. And get more people out to the ballpark, like you said.
Absolutely. I think, and like what
because baseball, like you were saying, to watch it just on television, you have to be pretty much like a super fan to actually sit down and watch it. But to actually go out to the ballpark and sit there and watch the game, and especially even with your kids, and do, the 7th inning stretch, take me out to the ball game. And like, there's some really cool things that, like, if you could get out to the ballpark and your team's winning and you're willing to spend that money, then you'd see that spike up a lot, I think.
I'd agree with that. I think there is something to be said about going to the ballpark versus watching on TV. And what I was saying earlier about the old man's game, when you rank the 4 major sports, it's probably only ahead of hockey as far as popularity, as far as the basketball and football, and then baseball, then hockey. Because hockey's not really it's Canada's sport. We did beat them in the gold medal. It's not
Canada's sport anymore.
We did win the gold medal, I understand, but it is the national sport of Canada as in its definition. So,
right, but viewership has
gone up
like crazy for hockey. In the U.S.
In the U.S., I understand. But hockey is it's
just
not,
because it's their national sport doesn't mean
it is, and baseball's
I know
our
it is, but I'm saying,
So I'm just saying, I mean, it's number 4 in America. And baseball's number 3.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at the 4 big sports, that's just what it's always been the last 20 years. Baseball had its time where it was the most popular sport ahead of the NFL.
Exactly.
But not anymore. So, but they're looking to make sure there is no work stoppage. They're going to make sure everything they can do, Rob Manfred and his team, to make sure that there is no way that they don't halt games and don't have a season. So I hope for the fans, for the huge seam heads out there, for the guys that keep score at the ballpark and bring their mitt out to the ballpark. I hope those people are still able to go out next year, because it does look like there is going to be some form of stoppage, in my opinion, because I think they're going to run into some roadblocks along the way with this CBA and the MLB Players Association. I think they're going to war about this. It's going to be a much talked about thing for months. So we're just getting into the beginning. The first proposal submitted by the for the collective bargaining agreement, and we'll see where it goes. We heard from Rob Manfred and Jeff Passan as they kind of broke it down for us as far as how it looks and what it's going to look like. And even the revenue sharing element, I think, is a cool one, with the local TV networks. That's going to provide extra money and revenue for teams as well to kind of close the gap. And there's some more creative things I'm sure they can implement as well. So, all right, let's take a quick break, and we'll be back right after this 4-minute break, and we're back with more local sports right after this. All righty, we are back live here from the Finlay Hyundai Studios. It's another edition of The Drive, and today's edition brought to you by the Rev Golf Tour. How about the Rev Golf Tour? Starting up in St. George, and if you use FAN50 promo code, you can get $50 off. Call or text 435-414-6263 to get signed up. The Rev has changed everything you know about golf here in St. George, and Tara signed up. She's going to be part of the tour, so get out there and get started with the Rev Golf Tour, a great partner of The Drive. All right, we had an interesting video here from KSL Sports the other day as they finally got a hold of Kevin Young to talk to him about the Rob Wright saga. The entering the portal, all the smoke, and what really was almost a fire that he was going to go to Kentucky, but then he ultimately withdraws from the portal, stays at BYU. So let's get Kevin Young's take on really the Rob Wright dilemma. And he is back, but it was kind of the odyssey. So let's hear what Kevin Young had to say about it.
When Rob Wright went into the portal, did that catch you off guard? I mean, obviously he's back, and everyone's excited for the return of Rob Wright with the new haircut. Was that expected? Like, just maybe take us through that process of Rob going into the portal and then coming back.
No, I wouldn't say it was unexpected. I mean, we would have liked to have gotten something done ahead of time, obviously, even months ago, to be honest. But I think that's just a product of the sport right now. It's very difficult to do, multi-year deals. I mean, sometimes things can get out of, my hands or out of his hands. And, he wanted to be here, I want him here. And however we got here is kind of in the past at this point. So new haircut Rob is back, and we're excited he's going to be back with us.
Can he be the leader of the program now that he's got a year under his belt in this program?
Yeah, he can, and he has been already, in the off season. I mean, look, Rob, I do think he's the best point guard in college basketball. I mean, his resume would speak towards that. I know there's areas his game that he wants to showcase even more from the point guard position. To your point, he has been a bit of a traveler with some of his career path. But look, man, that's kind of what it's become now, right? And so just glad that he's found continuity with us coming into year 2.
Yeah, big stuff there from Kevin Young, as you kind of heard him say, like, even though whatever happened, he's back,
Right.
So he kind of, I don't think he loved him entering the portal, but he also said it's a product of the system now.
Yeah, and he said it's very difficult to get multi-year deals done. And so he's like, we wish we could have, got it done before he entered the portal, but it just didn't happen, and we're happy he's back.
Yeah, they're definitely happy to have him back. 18.1 points per game, 3.5 rebounds, 4.6 assists, all while shooting 46.7% from the field, is back in Provo. But, man, it was an odyssey, I think. I mean, we had a lot of credible reporters tweeting, it's Kentucky. Kentucky. And then he pulls back and he stays in Happy Valley in Provo. So I think it's massive for BYU, who's going to lose, obviously, A.J. DeBonza to the draft, and a lot of portal entries for the BYU basketball team, Kostick and some other pieces, but none of those pieces were really great players other than Rob Wright, A.J., and those two kind of carried the team last year.
Yeah.
I mean, Kennard Davis is in the portal. He was fine. He was okay. I feel like you can do better.
I think he didn't produce as much as everybody wanted him to, though.
Absolutely.
Like you said, Rob Wright and DeBonza carried that team.
They did. So now it's going to be Rob Wright and Bruce Branch III. He's the new blue chip recruit that's coming in this year.
That was a huge recruit.
It was.
As well. Like
massive.
you said, Kevin Young is a master at recruiting.
He is. He does run. He could write a book about how to recruit five-star prospects, because he's gotten one every year. Yegor Demon, A.J. DeBonza, and now Bruce Branch. These are guys that are program changers. Like any program would be happy to have those players. And it takes a lot, not only financially, but it takes a fit with the coach. And it appears Kevin Young connects with these players.
Right.
He's a young younger guy. He's been in the NBA. He's worked with some superstar talents. Like, he's a guy that has the pedigree to be able to recruit these players. And sometimes there's legendary coaches. And I always ask with AJ, why would he go to BYU? He could go to North Carolina. He can go to Kansas.
Anywhere.
He can go to Baylor. He can go to whatever program he wants to.
Yeah.
But he took BYU, and a big part of it was the relationship with
coach.
Kevin Young.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I think that as a recruiter, he is one of the top in the country, Kevin Young. As a coach, X's and O's, I think there's a little more to get there. I think he's got a little ways to go as an in-game X's and O's coach. We saw him in the Arizona game that Devin went to last year in Provo. He kind of blew it down the stretch, used all his
first half
timeouts.
was never good for BYU basketball.
And that's an element of coaching. You got to have your guys ready to play from the opening tip-off. And that was something that Kevin Young clearly struggled with a little bit last year. With all the games they had to come back and fight back in. So that is something I want him to clean up, but there's one thing he'll have next year, and continuity-wise, is he will have his starting point guard back. Rob Wright is back. Colin Chandler transfers in from Kentucky. So they didn't lose anyone to Kentucky. They stole one from Kentucky.
Right? Yeah.
So it's going to be a different roster. No A.J. DeBonza, but Chandler, Wright, and Branch should be a pretty viable big three for them next year for BYU. All right, we are winding down the time in the first hour. Let's just go ahead and take a break. We'll be back right after this with more hard-hitting sports takes on The Drive.
had quite the morning this morning, but I am here now smelling like gas. You know,
and you can smell it.
It's pungent.
I didn't have time to go wash my hands.
Yes. Well, you know what? You're battling.
I ran to my house, grabbed my daughter's car. I hope she doesn't have our car. I hope she doesn't have dance practice this morning. And I'm here. We've had quite the summer morning. Good morning, Devin. Late today with gas running out of the truck.
I've never ran out of gas. You're always honest with the listeners.
I'm always honest with the listeners.
That's right.
I'm always honest with my listeners. Yep. No question.
On you. You're playing hurt today, but you're here, buddy.
That's right. We're gonna all go out.
Still want to talk crap on Teslas and electric vehicles?
Well, they can still run out of juice.
I've never had that happen.
I think
5 years of owning one, never once have I run out of juice.
I think that I would be really, really worried about the mileage left on it. You know, I don't know.
It seems like you have struggled with a gas car.
Yeah,
with the mileage.
Yeah.
I mean, I've strongly considered getting an electric car, but my wife always has things on empty. I can't imagine with the electric car she'd forget to plug it in. And there's nothing I can do. I can go get gas.
Yeah. So, Devin Dixon joining the Paul and Tara Show. Here we go, hour 2. That voice you can hear is Jim. He's the director of golf with the Rev Golf Tour. We're so excited. We're partnering with the Rev for the rest of the summer and the fall season. We're all fired up here on the Fan Sports Network. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
The spring season just wrapped up, and before we get into that and some of the results and some of the exciting things, just kind of give us a little summary of the inaugural Rev Golf Tour 8-week season.
Yeah, great. It was a great season. We got to play more than 100 rounds around St. George with everybody playing. Again, the great thing about the Rev Tour is you're able to play on your schedule, be able to fit it in when you can, and be able to compete. And that's one of the biggest things. But we do have champions. We have our flight champions who all qualified for regionals.
Okay.
Which will be in Las Vegas.
Okay.
And they don't even know who they are yet.
I was going to say, so, I have no idea, but I'm going to dare to say it's not me.
Oh.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Devin Dixon did not quite get there. I know he had the confidence of getting there.
I was probably top 10 though.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, he was in the top 4, I'll say, in
top
Flight
4.
A. So yeah,
top
you
4.
did
Okay.
Actually, top 5. Sorry.
Baby steps.
Yeah, there you go.
Baby steps.
Yeah.
I saw him at Coral Canyon. He missed putts he never misses before.
I did.
Yeah.
And it cost him.
I did have a back 9 that was forgettable.
Okay.
Thanks for bringing that up, Jim. That's
sorry.
really nice of you.
I thought I would add on to your crazy day and pour it on.
Yeah. I had to watch Paul play 18 holes yesterday.
Hey, I only lost, and you set the over-under at like 20-something balls.
5, I think.
No, he set the over-under way higher than that.
Yeah, I thought he'd lose 20.
Yeah. He set it at 20 balls.
What I didn't bank on was actually Paul going out in the bushes and getting balls. I
And
thought he'd be
finding
like, oh, it's lost. I thought that. So I set the over-under way high. So Paulie hit the under.
3 balls.
You win a free bag of homemade popcorn from Tara. Yeah.
All right.
But back, I don't know. Maybe Paul needs to get signed up for the Rev Golf Tour. The way he was stroking.
We
it
have some
yesterday.
30 handicappers, and those guys are fun to watch because they both shake it into the woods.
Yeah.
They both try to get out and hit a tree. They both try to,
and they somehow
they still win,
bogey.
and they get
on
to
the same
regionals.
wavelength, right?
Hey, it's summertime. You want to hit your ball to wherever the shade is. It doesn't matter if it's in the trees or.
Exactly.
Well, as soon as we fixed Paulie's putting stroke to where he was not swinging at the putts, he was keeping it on
was
the
a
green.
full swing.
Yeah, it was a swing for a little bit.
He didn't realize that's how raw Paulie is. He's just raw. He's not played. So we worked with him a little bit. I mean, everybody took a turn being, Paulie, try this. Paulie, try that. He was like a sponge soaking it up.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, I want to be clear. We had a 30 handicapper who's the most improved. He's going to move up flights that I'm going to announce today, too. So when you play, you get better.
You do. It's true.
And the thing about golf is that you have to play through the hard to get better.
Yes.
And most people don't get through the hard first. But once you hit that flight, once you hit that pure iron shot, and it goes where you intended it to go, golf sucks you in.
I felt like that once 20 years ago. That happened. I remember the day, the place, the time.
That one putt that I steamrolled right at the cup, and it went right in. You know, you remember that one? It was hit. You said if it would have went past the cup, it would have gone off the green like 30 yards.
We're right by the pro shop on hole 11 at Copper Rock.
Oh, nice.
And right below the pro shop, and he was above the pin. Mash City, and it hit so dead center in the stick, it just dropped for his only birdie putt contributing putt of the day.
And we used that shot.
We used that shot.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Boy.
All right. Do we have a drum roll, Tia? Get that drum roll ready. I think we're going to get to the announcement here.
Yes, let's get through the announcements.
I love this.
All right. So we had really close. Nobody knew who was going to win until going into the final week. So a couple of things can happen. Just so you know, every week, if you win, you get 18 points if you win that flight. If you get second, you get 17 points, 16 points, etc. So it's like a FedEx Cup.
Yeah.
So when this happens, what happens is if you play and you get first and you were in the top 3, of course, you only get one more point than somebody who got second, right?
Yeah.
So the third, fourth place can disrupt who wins the championship each year. So or not the championship, but the flight that year. So our Flight A champion is Thomas Cox.
Nice, Thomas.
He got 87 points on the year, played all 8 rounds, but we took his best 5.
That helps. That helps.
Yep. In second place was Brody Korth.
Okay.
Now, because of the so close of the 87 and 85 points, both, they don't know this, but both are qualified for regionals. So they're both going to regionals this year.
Because it was the close enough fight at the top.
Yep. We're going to give both of them the qualifier. And they're going to get a prize for that at our event that we're doing on June 6th at the T-Box.
Nice.
So I'm throwing that in there.
Nice.
It's for everybody, not just the people in the tour. And we can talk about that in a bit as we go through the champions. In our Flight B, we had a co-champion. We had a tie.
Wow.
I have to say that I played a huge part in this because I won week 8.
Yes. You played good.
Yeah, Devin saw me play. Good for me.
Yeah.
Devin would have been mad with my score, but that's okay.
No.
We're getting better.
No, I thought you played well.
Yeah, I played pretty well. So we have a co-champion. We have Carson Schaefer at 87 points, and the real estate guy. Yeah, that's his name. The real estate guy. 87 points.
Wow. Okay. Good job.
And so they both, of course, are qualified for regionals there as well. So that means that they get to go compete in Vegas against Utah County, Davis County, Weber County, Cache County, San Diego, California. Missing a couple. Reno, Nevada. We have Idaho. We have Idaho in there. So all of them are coming down to Vegas, and the winners that win the flight for the season get a chance to go there. And then our Flight C champion. This one's these were our 30-20 handicappers. Okay,
these are
that got in there.
These are my people.
This is my flight too.
These are the people that made a birdie by slamming it in on accident.
Yeah,
right? Okay. Kyson Bean is our champion there.
Nice, Kyson.
One of my people. Yes.
And Kendall Moats also earned a regional as the second place at 87 points, where Kyson Bean had 88 points. So he beat him by 1 point there on that last round. Now, the thing about Kendall Moats is he's the most improved. He moved from a 20 handicap down to a 12 during the season. So he's going to be moving up to Flight B in the second season.
Yeah.
Competing there. And so he got hurt because he had less pops. That's what he had better scores, but Kyson had the better handicap on those scores. And then our women winner is Tammy Poe.
Tammy,
yes,
my girl.
So Tammy's going to be in regionals as well as she gets to go out to regionals. She competed against herself, but hey. We are getting more. We need more women in there, including Tara here.
I've been texting her.
Yeah,
awesome. We've got big plans for the summer. We're gonna be hitting the links. Yeah.
Tara's got a good swing.
Yeah.
She just hasn't played lately.
I haven't played.
I think it's like getting back on a bike. She just needs a couple rounds under her belt.
Yeah. Hey, we use most of my shots for the scramble part.
Yeah. No, look, you got a good stroke on the greens too. Tara could give Tammy a little run, and she just needs to play weekly for 8 weeks. Yeah.
I might be most improved after this summer.
Well, there you go. I will tell you, Tammy is nervous. She goes, I'm in big trouble.
Oh, really?
She said that to me.
I've seen Tammy's handicap. She's not in trouble. Not yet, anyway. But maybe after the summer.
Awesome. Now, one thing I do want to mention is I've talked to a lot of ladies in the golf industry. They love golf, but they feel intimidated competing.
Yep.
And I just want to reiterate, this is, yes, it's competitive, but this isn't cutthroat competitive.
This is not to get to the Masters.
This is the ladies, just getting out, having fun.
This is just getting the competitive juices going around town against people that are on the same ground as you, same handicap, same competitive level.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know there's a lot of ladies that go out into golf. And if you're going to golf, you might as well do it for something.
Post your
other
score
than
and
just
get
an
something
attaboy.
out of it, right? Yeah.
Post a score, climb a leaderboard, and get a chance to go compete and meet other people all across the nation that like golf too.
Exactly.
And
Love it.
all of that is available here at the Rev Tour. Again, this is for men, women, juniors. It's for all of us to compete here locally, regionally, and then nationally.
Brand new tour. The spring inaugural season just finished up. Drev, the local director, Jim Zersi. Did I say your last name right?
Yeah.
Nailed it, baby.
There you go.
Competing year
The
round.
gas fumes are really stimulating the brain.
I
Right?
was waiting for a gas joke.
I was talking with
He's
my
revving
hands.
on all engines right now.
That's right.
Cooking with gas.
That's right. I need to go grab the battery out of the Tesla and attach it to the chair. So the cool thing about the timing of Jim coming in and announcing the winners is the next league is starting next month. So here we are. We're wrapping up the month of May. It's May 28th today. And then you guys are going to have that event at the T-Box. I want to hear a little bit more about that, and then I want to hear a little bit more about the summer season for our listeners that might be intrigued, that want to come compete against, me and you and Tara and Paul, baby, too.
Yeah.
Yes, I have some big announcements, actually. We've made some big movements. Our summer is the best courses that we can possibly find here locally, and I can announce the 40% discount to most courses as they play it. So when you're a part of the Rev, not only do you get to play the best courses, you're going to get discount off the local rate. So that's really something we're excited about to add as well. So
Did I see Wolf Creek on there?
You did.
On the schedule?
You did.
Hopefully I didn't just blow a big secret.
That's where he was going.
That was going to be my big ring, but we'll jump right into it, Tara.
Yeah.
No, this is awesome.
Stealing his thunder.
So yes, on July 8th, our headliner is we are doing Wolf Creek at a discounted rate. Right?
I love that course.
We're playing just that day on July 8th, but what we're doing is a 2-man best ball. You still climb the leaderboard because it's a best ball. You still put your score in.
Okay.
But you are bringing a guest to come compete as well with you. So it's a 2-man best. You still have the Rev Tour index and the handicap.
I'm not taking Paul as my guest.
Well, Devin's already taken me. Sorry, buddy. You can't take me. I'm already taken.
And not only are we playing that on July 8th, and we get to play in the morning, of course, on a great July 8th morning.
Yeah.
But with that, you do get a gift certificate to the pro shop. So Wolf Creek is one of those places where it's one of those bucket list courses that everybody thinks about playing. It is a novelty course. I get it. Ups and downs, beautiful scenery, something you want to take a lot of pictures with. And you get to play it at a better rate than you can get anywhere else with the Rev Tour. And that's our headliner on July 8th.
I love it.
That's awesome.
It's crazy that you're announcing this morning because yesterday I bumped into the director of golf at Wolf Creek.
Oh, yeah.
I was chatting with him yesterday. He was out with his wife just playing around the golf. We were out with our sports team kind of doing a last hurrah after the state baseball tournament and shooting some footage for some social media stuff and having a good time. And he was there. And man, oh, man, oh, man. I get down to play Wolf about twice a year.
Yeah.
And every time I play it, I'm like, that was so much fun. That was so much fun. People, Paulie was telling me yesterday about Wolf Creek because I mentioned, that's Matt from Wolf Creek. He's like, all my buddies played on Tiger Woods golf back in the day. So they all his buddies from back east, they want to come out to Mesquite, Nevada and play Wolf Creek. Because they played it on the video game so many times.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, like Jim said, it's kind of a bucket list course.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's not on the tour, but it's not on the tour because you can't walk that thing.
Well,
right? You have to take a cart.
The pros wouldn't. Yeah. The pros would not. They'd still eat that course up. They look at what the winners shoot at Black Desert 25 under.
Yeah.
I mean, and Black Desert's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard. They would shoot 20 under at Wolf Creek.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys are just so good. You have to have courses that are, that. Why do you think they're going to roll a golf ball back potentially?
Yeah.
These superintendents and these general managers and these architects are getting mad because their golf courses are getting eaten alive by these professionals.
Yeah, they can't out design them right now. They're
Right.
so good.
You know, it's funny. It doesn't matter if you're playing Wolf Creek or if you're playing, Green Spring or Coral Canyon. They're all the courses, and I could list them all. When you have somebody, and I have a lot of friends from out of state that come to St. George and have played golf, and they're always blown away at the quality of level of our golf courses. And I don't think we're a hidden secret anymore, Jim.
No,
We're not.
No,
We are on the
Unfortunately.
map. Like I was down at Las Vegas Country Club the other day, and I opened it up, and I started reading about this course, the 21 Club in Atkin, South Carolina. It looks amazing, by the way. I don't want to go play it now. And then the very next page, there's Black Desert and a spread, and an article written about Black Desert.
Yep.
And and just sitting at a country club down there outside of the Westgate in Las Vegas. And I mean, that's a sold worldwide golf magazine. I won't mention the name of the brand. So that's exciting. Wolf Creek, boom.
Yeah.
Wolf Creek. No,
Can't top
that's
that
right in the
announcement.
middle of
What's the
season.
announcement? I can't wait. This is building.
Well, let me
right?
go ahead and announce the season so
Okay.
everybody gets an idea. So week 1, Dixie Red Hills.
Okay.
Now, I have to tell you, everybody who visits and plays Dixie Red Hills goes, "What is this
It is
iconic
so
little
fun.
course that's
Yeah.
beautiful?"
Yep.
If it was 18, it would be in the tops for sure.
Yeah.
I'm trying to talk Dixie Red Hills.
You know,
Just,
it
can we
was-
can figure out to get another 9 on
I
there?
think 2 years ago it was voted best of Southern Utah public golf course, and it's only 9 holes. That tells you people love playing Dixie Red Hills.
Yeah.
It is. It's a fun course.
It's not long, but it is in great condition. It is in great condition to play. So just the first one out of the season, that starts July 8th. You have July 8th through July 14th to play on your schedule.
Right.
Right.
And be able to post your score and climb the leaderboard.
Wait, July 8th?
But
That's
yeah, no,
Wolf
make
Creek.
sure you come to Wolf Creek.
June 8th.
June
I
8th,
confused the
yeah.
July 8th with the Wolf Creek there. So
Yeah.
June 8th, that's when our season begins.
Okay.
All right. Week 2 is the Ledges.
Nice.
Okay.
At a discount. If you've never played the Ledges, or if you thought, hey, I would like to play the Ledges, it is visually stunning because you get everything. You get the red mountains, you get the Snow
cliffs,
Canyon
you
cliff
get-
mountains,
yep.
the black mountains, the
Fish
course
Rock
is great,
Rock.
Mm-hmm.
and it's a very challenging course. So you get all of that at the Ledges. We actually play that twice this year.
Nice.
And again, at a discounted rate.
And the greens are great right now. I was up there maybe a month ago, and the greens were dialed.
They are.
They were
They're
so
fast.
good.
You don't want to play that and then go play a furry one because it throws you off
a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Now, week number 3. My favorite track, I think, in St. George is Coral Canyon.
Yeah.
I love Coral Canyon. I kind of proved it. I shot my best score there. Maybe that's why I like it.
why
It fits
he
my
loves
eye.
it. Yeah.
But I love that course
I do
so
too.
much.
I do too.
I really do. And man, have they turned that thing around from what it was a while back? And you know that.
Yeah, when they
and
opened,
Marco's done such a good job there.
when they opened in
Coral Canyon.
2000, it was kind of the crown jewel. It was just
really
like Black Desert. It wasn't when it opened, or even Copper Rock when it opened, or any of the other courses, Sand Hollow when it opened. It's 26 years now. And the layout at Coral Canyon, just like you said, it kind of fits your eye. I don't think I've met anybody that said, "Oh, I didn't like the routing," or "I didn't enjoy that course." Everybody loves that track. And they're a great sponsor of our show here. Every morning, we're sending tons of people out to Coral Canyon because we love Coral Canyon too. So, not surprised that it's your favorite.
Yeah, and I have to say, not only is it in great condition, and not only is it a great course, but it is playable and not too difficult. But hard enough where it's challenging. That's why I think I like it so much.
Kind of fits the middle. Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Yeah. Number 4, Copper Rock.
Good.
Nice.
Copper Rock. It's one of those bucket list courses that the billionaires, when they come in, they play
That's where they
Black Desert, they play Ledges, they want to go play Copper Rock. Mm-hmm. We can't usually get those in the spring and fall because those are the hot seasons and they're filled up and they can get full ticket price.
Yeah.
Green fees for that. But we are the summer. So that's week 4. That's the June 29th through July 5th.
Copper Rock's really, when they first opened, Dale Beto took me out there and he designed the course. And I thought the first time I played it, there's a couple of the greens, they buried an elephant on this green. And it's a little, the greens were a little bit too much for me. But as I played it, I really think it's fun. I think people are really going to enjoy Copper Rock if they've never played it. That course has grown on to me. Now it's in the top 5 for me in Southern Utah, for sure. For sure, hands down.
Absolutely. And it's matured.
Yeah.
So as it's gotten older, it's matured. The grass is a little bit thicker
Better,
to hit off of. The greens are better. And there's trees and things growing in there that weren't there before. And so it makes it a little more challenging.
Yeah. Paulie found a tree yesterday.
Yeah. Couple. A few.
Hey, but the fairways were pristine. I found a few of those yesterday too.
Is that what you guys played?
Yeah.
We had a little staff outing out at Copper Rock yesterday.
Well, no wonder Paul was hitting it so hard. It looks like you have to hit it hard on those greens because, like you said, the elephant on the green.
Buried an elephant.
That's right.
And who can forget that iconic number 17 hole skydive 360 view of all the Copper Rock? And
it's
awesome.
probably my favorite par 3 in town.
Yeah,
17.
Yeah, that is fun.
And don't want to do spoiler alert, but I think I edged Tara on the closest 2 on that hole, if I'm not mistaken. Yesterday, she wanted a measurement, but I'm pretty sure
He heard and picked up his ball. He's like, "Yeah, no, I was closer."
Yeah,
but she doesn't smell like gas today, Devin.
That's true. She smells a lot better than I do, I'm sure.
Nobody can tell because we can only smell you.
So that's we're talking with Jim from the Rev Tour, going over the summer schedule. If you want to get more info and check out the schedule, therevstg.com, therevstg.com. Let's get to 5 through 8.
Yeah.
Okay, 5 we talked about is Wolf Creek.
Yep.
And it's to save the date, July 8th. We do need people to register. So we do want people to register so we know exactly how many people we're
Got to
bringing
head
out.
count it, yeah.
And because they are holding spots for us, and we can't hold it forever, right? That's a very important course. So we do want people, if you're thinking about signing up, now's the time. Even if you just want to say, hey, I got the summer discounts, it's going to be worth it there. But I believe once you start with the Rev Tour, you will not go back.
You won't go back.
All right.
This might be a dumb question, too, about the July 8th for the 2-man scramble. Can it be like female, male teams, or does it have to be?
Yep.
Okay.
It could be
guest.
It could
so
be,
I know
it
who
could
to
be
recruit.
junior.
Hey, Deb, you want to be on my team?
Yeah, you get a hit up, right? So he'll need that. It helps at Wolf Creek when you don't have to hit so far.
Yeah.
Tara's wondering what college golfer at Utah Tech or SU she can get on her
Right?
team.
Yeah, if anybody is listening.
She's like, is Jadon Blake available on July 8th?
Right, exactly.
I know where you I see the wheels turning over there.
And Devin's like, I want to bring my son because he's a baller.
Yeah.
He's a stick.
I actually will be in Denver at my daughter's soccer tournament on July 8th, so I'm going to miss that one, unfortunately.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything, but the more we talk about it, the more I'm like, oh, this is driving me nuts. I'm going to be out of town.
Yeah.
You're going to really miss
Got a little
out.
FOMO, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I played Wolf a number of times, but I do like a 2-man best ball because you still play your own ball, and I like to play my own ball, but then you got the team element, and if somebody has a bad hole, you're relying on your teammate to get a birdie or still a par and move on.
And that's
just like you were relying on me a lot yesterday.
Yeah, that was more of a scramble, not a best ball.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Lickety, if you're available, hit me up. Text in.
Well, Tara, because you remember, you can bring any guest you want. So you can bring any stick you want. That comes with it. Right?
Okay.
She's going to call Nelly
Or
Corda.
Lickety.
Hey, Nelly, what's the schedule look like July 8th?
Right?
It's not that hot in Mesquite, July.
No.
And Rory, I heard, really wants to play. So maybe we can get
Rory.
Rory.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe
perfect.
Bryson.
Maybe we can give him some advice on the next steps with Live Golf.
Right.
Yeah. That's not a disaster. All right. Number 6. We've got Coral Canyon again. That's our second time we're playing it. That's July 13th and 19th, again at a discount rate. Thanks to Coral Canyon and loving our locals. They wanted to reward them and playing in the tour here. And then week 7, another underrated course, Conestoga.
Conestoga.
Sorry,
Okay.
That is a very nice course that people don't usually know about.
Sneaky good.
No.
Sneaky good.
I love Conestoga. As far as playability goes, I would compare it more to like a Coral Canyon where it just fits your eye. Wolf Creek's a little bit more gimmicky, the split fairways, the elevation drops. Conestoga is beautiful. It's always in great shape, and it's more of just your natural routing of a golf course, taking advantage of the land down there. I love Conestoga.
Beautiful course. And we wanted to bring in Mesquite, too, because Mesquite,
Well,
you guys can play in
Ski.
the Rev, too. It's only 40 minutes up here. Come play the courses up here at a discount.
Yeah.
You got it. Right? And number 8 is the Ledges again.
Okay.
So we're finishing off and bookending that with the Ledges number 2, July 27th through August 2nd.
I am actually pleasantly surprised that I didn't hear Green Springs because that course is the bane of my existence.
Well, Green Springs.
Those holes over the canyon and stuff kill me every time.
Yeah, we played it last year.
A lot of people feel like Green Springs is a tough track.
It is, and the back 9 is tough too.
I think they have the 2 toughest holes back to back that in Utah.
They do.
Yeah, those
I love Green Springs.
I do too, but if
And
I'm
it's dialed, too.
competing,
Yeah.
Like I said, she's competitive.
But it's funny that you say that, Tara, because I have a couple buddies that I play the men's day there. In fact, today is Men's Day at Green Springs. Every Thursday, we got a group of guys and we go play there. And that's the one place that I play every single week on Thursdays when I'm in town. And the guys that I invite, hey, come out and play. They're like, oh, Green Springs, that's too tough. I hear that all the time. Nah. So there's people that love it. The greens are always in good shape. For a public course, it's phenomenal. It's in great shape.
It is.
But there are some people that like Paul. First time I took Paul to Green Springs, we ran out of golf balls in his golf ball bag.
This story.
Yeah. That's okay, Paul. I run out of golf balls on that one too.
Oh, you do? Okay.
All right. I said, those 2 holes over the canyon and stuff are just my Achilles heel.
And I have to say, the great thing about where we live is we don't have a huge population here, but we do have 20 courses within 40 minutes of us.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so we have a variety. And if you have a variety, why not have a league that allows you to play the variety? Because we just talked about how Coral Canyon fits my eye, where the Ledges might fit somebody else's eye, or Dixie Red Hills is their jam. You know what I mean?
Right.
We want people to have a variety, so you don't.
Well, and you got that in the spring because you guys played Sky Mountain, Green Springs, Red Hills. I know you played around at Sun River and Southgate. So now you're shaking it up. You're getting down to Mesquite. Summertime's a little bit more accessible to play some different courses, and then fall you'll probably mix back in, and the schedule will look completely different again for the fall season.
Exactly, because we have so many courses around us, and rumors are we're getting some more.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
So those are the hot rumors.
Yeah.
So that's the great thing about being a part of the Rev Tour is you get to play them all and compete. And one of our members told me very specifically, he goes, what I love about the Rev is that it forces me to think about when I'm going to fit in a round. And when you get a busy life and you got family and you've got jobs,
right,
you may go 2-3 weeks and go, man, I haven't even gotten around in. And we all know golf is great therapy. Right? Either to get your anger out or feel good about it when you get home, right?
Yeah.
And, your wife doesn't care when she walks in, you shot the round of your life, and you tell her, and she goes, way to go, dear. That's awesome. But with the league, you get it posted it. Yep, right back to her book. Yep. She's proud of you. But now you get to have members that love it just like you. And I've had a lot of people say, I'm just not that competitive. I don't know. I'm just going to tell you this, try it. We keep track of everything for you. It's all on the software so that you can just see all your scores, how you're doing, how you're improving. Like we mentioned, Kendall being our most improved of the year, and you keep track, and then you climb and change flights. Another big announcement is I am tightening up the flights for season 2.
Oh,
we're only have 4 to 5 members per flight. I want to make it more competitive and more with your rev index and handicap. So you're literally competing within a stroke or 2 of your ability.
And those are the cool progressions as you get further into this. It'll all work itself out.
Yep,
I love that.
Yep, absolutely.
And can I say too, if you are competitive, I love like the trash talk site that we have, the text group, because that's like one of my favorite things.
Tara feels like she's playing fantasy football.
Yeah, it's like fantasy football. It's my favorite thing.
That is awesome.
But no, it's just another fun element too to kind of get to know people, and it's not just trash talk, but it's just like funny, back and forth and getting to know people that's also competing. So I love that element too.
Yeah. It is super fun. We're looking for members. Sign up. Again, you only have to play 5 day a week. So we already heard Devin say that he can't make Wolf Creek because of a golf tournament. That's okay.
Yeah.
He's got 7 other weeks to compete. He gets to pick the best 5 of your rounds count towards your season final.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you qualify for regionals and then nationals. Again, this is more. We have now 45 cities doing this, just like we are.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're a part of that. We're growing every day. We're adding more and more, and the members are growing more and more. And you're part of more than just a local golf tour, although you do represent. I do have one other sneak announcement.
Oh, okay.
Man, we have been loaded with announcements.
Yes.
Jim's been busy.
Yeah.
I have been busy. And one of the things we're doing is
Wait, should we get a drum roll?
Yes.
Oh, big. This is the
Hang
big
on.
one.
We don't have the date nailed down yet, but it's likely around the August 8th, is the Rev Cup.
Oh.
And that is a Ryder Cup type competition that we are picking players. So I get to be the captain. I'm going to pick 4 players in each flight to come with me and compete against all the other regionals, like their other countries, right?
Yeah.
And they're all going to come down and play. And we're playing here in St. George. So you don't have to travel. They are traveling to us.
Nice.
Right?
Wow. Yeah. That's awesome.
So they're all coming down, and we're going to compete and have the Rev Cup. So that means we're going to have match play. We're going to have
best ball, four ball, singles,
all those things that are in there, and we match you up with and you're competing against, Utah County, who thinks they're the best. They actually have really good ringers in that league. I won't lie, but we do too. And so and then you're going to compete, and of course the champion gets to host the next year's Rev Cup. But we're starting here in St. George, so we want to keep it here, guys. That's the idea.
Awesome.
That will be fun.
That's a nice little touch.
Yep.
Yeah. I love it.
And not to mention, we will have getaways to Pebble Beach that are not with the league, but we have discounts because we have so many people that are wanting to do it.
Yeah.
When you're a part of the league, you get a chance to go play these bucket list courses that you don't get to play just because you're a part of the Rev Tour and get a part of that group.
We're helping spread the word. Jim is also going to be partnering with us at Coral Canyon for our Utah State Long Drive Championship, and going to be doing some fun things out on the course during the benefit fundraiser. And we're going to tell you more about that. Actually, Marco Leone is going to drop by the show here in just a few minutes. We'll talk a little bit more about that as well. So go to therevstg.com, and if you use FAN50, you'll save $50 off your registration. That's a yearly membership, and you save $50. So instead of $299, you pay just $249. That gets you access to the league, all the discounts, all the courses, and then you just get to go play golf on your schedule.
And one more big announcement I just had. We are now adding a monthly option, so you can just pay a monthly fee of $39.99. If you don't think you can, fork out that whole thing, you can try us out at that $39.99. And pay a monthly fee as well.
That's cool.
There you go. If you need to get in touch with Jim or you want more information, again, I love the new website, by the way.
Thank you.
therevstg.com. Jim's working hard on this behind the scenes for months on this, and it's fun to see the first season in the books. Congratulations to all the flight winners. Good luck in the regional, and maybe it's you after the summer season going to the regional as well. Jim, great stuff. Keep up the good work, and we'll keep getting people over to the website.
All right. Thanks for having me.
All right. Jim Zersey, everybody, with the Rev Golf Tour St. George. Again, go to therevstg.com. Check it out. Summer signups right now. And June 8th, that's the week where it all begins. So you got a couple weeks to get signed up. Spread the word, tell your friends, and head to therevstg.com. Hey, everybody, welcome back. It's The Drive, brought to you today by our friends at Coral Canyon Golf Course. And the man himself from Coral Canyon Golf Course is in studio with us now. We've turned hour 2 on a Thursday into our golf hour.
Yes.
We had moments ago Jim Zersay with the brand new Rev Golf Tour. They're just getting going. They just finished their inaugural spring season. They're looking for new members. Go check out the RevSTG.com. That was fun. And we go from a brand new startup golf league to an event that will be held at Coral Canyon next month that we've been doing for 22 years. I cannot believe we have had
that deserves a clap.
22 years.
22 years. That's awesome.
Of the, you hear about that 9th annual, the 12th annual. There's the 15th annual. Once you start getting 20 plus, that's some
real deal.
Consistency.
Yeah.
And consistency in golf is key. Marco Leone, the head golf professional, general manager at Coral Canyon, hanging out with us in studio, gracing us with his presence. Missed you on Tuesday, buddy.
Yeah. Work
got in the way.
Work got in the way.
Little known fact: Marco is a big hockey fan.
Yeah,
big hockey fan.
Did we just become best friends?
From Minnesota, but he loves the Wild. But he loves the Knights, and he's kind of like Paulie, topped it. And I don't know where you're at on the Mammoth.
Oh, that's right. You all were out at the Knights game.
I didn't go. No,
I didn't go.
No.
He's been to some playoff games.
Yeah.
No. Okay. So here's the breakdown. Right. So growing up as a kid in Minnesota. Born in, whatever year. We don't need to get that far. But we didn't have a hockey team then. We didn't have an NHL team. So I was an Avalanche fan because that's what my cousin was a fan of. Then in 2000, Wild come on board. I'm a Wild fan. Move here. Vegas gets a team. Become a Vegas fan. Also a Wild fan still, but it's But now with the Mammoth coming, I'm like, I can't add one more. So I'm sticking to 2, and 2 is it.
Oh, man.
But it's fun to watch. It's cool that there's hockey here in Utah, which is
it is.
Yeah.
Whatever,
They got some fun players.
They do.
Young and good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Young guys.
Yeah, I really like the direction the Mammoth are headed. But hey, it's the Vegas Golden Knights, 95 points. They sneak into the postseason, and here they are, third time in franchise history. If anybody had them sweeping the Avalanche on their bingo card, please raise your hand because I know I did. And I thought it was going 7
or something.
Yes. I thought it was going 7 for sure against the
30 to
President's
1,
Cup
it was
trophy.
going off at for the sweep.
Yeah.
So I don't think many people had that.
Somebody always has a paper ticket of something.
Someone always has it, but not no one that I know.
Prove it.
Prove it.
Yeah, prove it.
Yeah. Yeah, Paulie's always doing that. Let's see your.
He's like, let's see your slip.
Let me see your slip. See how confident you really are.
And then I send it to him, and he's like, "That's not good enough."
Yeah.
It wasn't money line.
Yeah, you're right.
It was puck line.
No, it was like plus 2.5 goals or whatever.
Hey, was it a winner?
It was.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. What's going on with Coral Canyon lately? We getting everything groomed up for the big event?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, 22 years now for the long drive, so we always look forward to that. Kind of kicks off our summer at the golf course. We always try to do it first, second weekend of June, just kind of depending on what's going on in the world. But course is great. We did our aeration of our greens a couple weeks ago, came back awesome. And also a little thing, we are redoing the 15th tee box.
I saw that.
Oh.
So it's all sodded. We added some tiers to it.
Did you lengthen it at all?
No, we didn't lengthen it. Nope.
Do we still have the back tees down through the ravine? Are those gone?
That's gone.
Not going to put those back in. No.
Just too hard. Because there's a
Hard
couple
to
little natural
those.
springs and stuff that are out there, and when it does rain here, that cart path gets washed out all the time. So we just kind of scrapped it.
Yeah. It used to be really cool, about 155, 165 yard tee shot, kind of across most of that canyon. But it was, you had to go down through the goalie, and then you'd go mud bogging to get to the tee some days. Yeah.
Well, and then it was just a time factor too, driving out there to the hole, coming back after you hit. So it just slowed down the pace.
Yeah.
Nobody wants slow golf.
Nobody wants to play a 6.5, 7 hour round of golf.
Nope.
It seems
We
like
played 5.5 yesterday.
We
We
didn't
didn't
even
even
get to
play all
18.
18.
But you were filming, I bet. You know, you taking the time. You can't, you know.
Chasing my ball around.
Well, the over-under on golf balls lost for Paulie was 20, and he only lost 3.
3 balls, Marco.
Hey,
that's
boy,
it.
let's go.
Yeah.
Which is
How
good.
about that?
I lost 2, Paul. So that's actually
So ceremonial first tee shot at the long drive on Friday.
Yeah.
Paul is gonna hit it.
Does it still go to me or
over under 150 this year?
We're going for the grid this year. We have not hit the grid once in every ceremonial first drive. So this year we're looking to hit the grid this year.
One word. Tempo.
Yeah. He was trying to give me. I mean, yesterday at Copper Rock, you're the new guy on the golf course. Everyone's trying to give you lessons, like while you're taking shots, and I'm just like, okay. I mean, I'll try and absorb as much as I can, but at the end of the day, I'm still super raw.
Devin and Paul were over there like it's all in the hands.
It's all in the shoulders, buddy. Loosen up your grip. Your grip's too tight. You got to just rock it back and forth.
Well, that was when I was talking about his putting stroke, because literally he gets up to his putts and he's breaking his wrist like he's swinging on a long putt. I'm like, no, shoulders, long.
Yeah.
Your wrists don't break.
So it's like, it's all in the shoulders.
Oh, in the wrist. Yeah.
Well, and just total disclaimer, Paul has been trying to get me to give him lessons for a couple years now. I've been kind of pushing it off, but I think it might be time.
It might be time.
Right, yeah.
Well, I think I need a lesson too. He told me I need about an hour or something with you, and you'll get me fixed.
I told my buddies that I played. What did we play? 15 holes yesterday, or 16 somewhere in there. I told some of my buddies from back home that I played like 16 holes of golf. They couldn't believe it. They were shocked.
And he actually did play
I tried.
For you, Paul.
I tried. Yeah.
I mean, there were some instances where he picked up and he sat in the cart. And
we did go to scramble.
We did go to a scramble
scramble mode. But
it's being there. It's just enjoying the golf. Being out on the course.
I mean, he definitely still got a good fair amount of shots in.
I did. Yeah,
I mean, he took a 10 on the first hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. It happens.
But we got snowmans towards the end, 8, some there.
Yeah.
I thought I got an 8
maybe
or
just start
2.
putting like smiley faces and like frowny faces.
On the par 4
a star.
third.
Can we
and
give him
the
some
par
gold star stickers? He can just put them on his card.
Paul, you actually went 7-7 on 3 and 4.
Nice. Okay.
You actually had 2 7s on the front 9.
That's
promising.
good. Yeah. I had more juice on the front 9.
And 6 of those were putts on the par 3, but we won't tell anybody that. I mean, you were on the fringe of the green. You had the best tee shot, and he took 6 putts to get it. He puts it off the green the other side.
It was frustrating.
Okay.
I can understand it can be frustrating, but I can also see how gratifying it is when you're actually decent.
Right. And it's just, honestly, it's like good, bad, whatever you are at golf.
Yeah.
That one shot always brings you back.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Like the one you hit so hard it would have went off the green, but it hit the stick. Remember that one? He had a birdie putt, made a birdie putt.
I did.
Yep.
At this point, we were 2-man scrambling.
We used one of my shots, a putt from 15 feet out or 20 feet out.
Nice.
All right. Went right in, buddy.
Let's go.
June 12th and 13th, Coral Canyon going to be hosting the Findlay Subaru Utah State Long Drive Championship. We got 10 different divisions for you to grip it and rip it. We always, kind of like the Rev Golf Tour we were talking with Jim earlier, we always need more female competitors.
Yeah.
Yes, ladies, get out.
Last year we had 4 or 5 compete. Tara took top 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Tara.
I can't remember what yardage. Do you remember what yardage you hit it? Was it 2?
It's like 212 or something.
212?
That's
was
good.
it Maddie that came out and just crushed it like 280 or something? And then Lucy
was killing the
crushed
ball.
it too. Yeah, I can't compete with those girls.
Yeah, we always need more females, and I understand, there's not as much testosterone flowing females than males. I get it.
Those girls were crushing it.
But there's still competitive juices flowing.
Yeah.
Tara's very competitive.
She's super competitive. Yes.
Well, that's one thing we both learned, Paul.
The first hole
Tara
yesterday.
Damas is always right.
I'm the only one that made the fairway, and so we did a video of these guys
that was
finding
a
their
funny
balls,
video.
and I was just in the fairway like dancing around my ball. I'm like, I'm the only one. It was fun.
Then I walked up to my ball in the rough on the left, 100 yards past it.
It was, yeah. He was 100 yards further.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
I
we
would
were
have taken
still
the
on
fairway shot.
You birdied that hole for sure.
Yeah, but it was still a good shot. It was still better than Paul and Kate.
Yeah, I was still in the fairway.
Yeah.
You get props for that.
Hey, I did, and it was further than theirs too.
It was. You
Just not
piped that one.
So June 12th and 13th, come on out. 3 o'clock on June 12th. That's a Friday. The course turns into the Long Drive Championship. It's Southern Utah's ultimate golf event. Marco and I will have the grid all ready to go. We're going to have a little putting contest. We've got our $250,000 shootout, and then we've got the 10 long drive divisions. You get to do all of it for $20.
It's a great deal.
And we have not raised the price since we started 22 years ago.
That's right.
Yeah.
Everything else costs you more. Eggs, bacon, steaks.
You're like the Costco
Gas.
guy with the hot dog and soda.
We don't raise the price. We want people to be able to afford to come out, hit a set. If they're not happy, hit another set. We want it to be a great competition. The finals the last couple of years have kept us going. We thought maybe 20th would be our last year. Me and Marco were like, man, we've done this for 20 years. It's been a great run. And then we had one of the most unbelievable showdowns where we had like 6 playoff best of 3. You got 3-ball playoffs.
Yeah.
And it was just incredible during match play in the men's open and the men's amateur. The other divisions were terrific. And we're like, we got to keep this going. People are having too much fun. And then, you get to 21 and you just like, why stop now? We go, 22. The other thing that's cool with this event is we always have teamed up with a local golf-driven fundraiser aspect, charity, if you will. And Marco, if you hadn't heard the news, is the head golf coach. He was the girls coach. Ron DeNoss retired. They asked him to take over the boys program. So he is the golf coach for the Desert Hills Thunder boys golf team. Nice. And we are going to be doing a 4-man scramble that'll benefit the boys' bags, hats, shoes, travel, snacks, all the stuff to get them through the season. And you got a good little team coming back, I hear.
Yeah, I mean, we lost 2 seniors last year. So we have a ton of kids, and then just the pipeline coming up. I mean, we've done a few summer practices and stuff. Like we have one after I get off the show today, but a lot of incoming freshmen that are really showing some potential. So it's going to be a good team for the next few years, which is awesome.
And it's cool. You look around, you see some alumni of Region 9. You see, of course, Boston Bracken's at Arizona State, and you see Lincoln Markham's going to be going to BYU. My son's up at SUU. In fact, there's going to be 3 Region 9 players. Michael Sterling from Hurricane.
Yep.
Luke Barnes from Cedar, and Braylon Bingham from Cedar, and my son. There's 4 Region 9 alumni that are going to be playing for the T-Birds this fall on their golf team. So we're starting to see a lot of kids get a chance to move on and play next level golf, and I'm sure there's another wave of them coming.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Winona signed at UVU in this offseason.
Ammon Allred's up at UVU, or we'll be going to UVU.
Yep.
I mean, the Region 9 golf is just crazy. It's so good, and we're actually going to be doing adding in a high school tournament down here where we're having the 7 Region 9 schools, and then I'm inviting 5 from up north from 4A to come down so we can see them before we see them at state.
Nice. That's a great idea.
It's never been done, so we're going to do that out at Coral Canyon also.
This fall.
A
preview tournament.
Kind of, yeah.
It'll be the first tournament of the year?
No, it'll be towards the end of August.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Where is state this year?
Palisades.
Palisades.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Ephraim area.
Okay.
So,
wow.
Great track.
Greens, I've never played it yet, but I've been told the greens are probably the toughest greens in the state of Utah.
I went out there and I played it once. I was in a scramble. I was actually with John Judkins, the head basketball coach of Utah Tech University, and Casey Winters and Jake Schroeder and we went out and played in an event there because Juddy, before he came to coach here, he was at Snow, and so we went up there and had a good time. I really enjoyed that course. I only played it once, but it was fun.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna go up and play it in a pro-am myself with some guys, and then we're gonna try to get the team up there a couple times this summer and just go play it and see it.
If you want to get a team to benefit the Desert Hills golf team, we do need pre-signups for that. You can show up June 12th.
For the scramble?
Yeah, for the scramble.
So there is still some availability.
Yeah, we got room for another 12 or so teams. We're not quite full yet. We got a couple weeks. It will fill up. I mean, we're only trying to get to 30 teams. I think we got about 18, 19 right now. So we got room for another 10 or so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'd love the community support. So if you don't have plans, Saturday morning, June 13th, we tee off early to beat the heat, 7 a.m. shotgun.
Yeah.
So it's nice and cool. You're off the course by noon.
Yep.
We got a nice little lunch for you and awards and tons of raffles. Some of the golf team will be out on the course doing some fun things. It's only $400. That's the kicker. A lot of these golf tournaments now are $1,000, $1,500. It's Summer St. George. We just want to help the kids get some new bags and shirts and hats. We're not trying to make millions off this golf tournament, but every dollar you spend in the raffles and out on the course stuff does go directly to the team. And so we'd love to see you there, whether you have a kid in golf or you just love to play for a good price. I mean, $100 a guy, get your 4-man teams together. You can sign up. You can call over to Coral Canyon. You can go to our website, thefansportsnetwork.com. You can see the registration forms. Marco and I's contacts there if you want to reach out to us with any questions.
Right. And if you're on Instagram, Desert Hills Golf, you can search it there, message me on there.
Okay.
Or my personal stuff too. I mean, if anybody can't play and they want to donate prizes, whatever, we'll take anything and everything. So thank you.
Yeah. I know one of the fun things, I was talking with Bryson from Bucks Ace Hardware the other day, and he's going to donate a big prize that we're going to put out on the course. Somebody's going to walk home with like a brand new, grill.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Nice.
It's grilling and chilling season, right?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
You can grill that up with little Father's Day steaks on the grill and watch the U.S.
right.
Open the next weekend.
There you go.
So we are going to be June 12th and 13th. If you're new to St. George, you're new to the long drive event, there's something for everybody. Come on out, grip it and rip it. If you don't want to do the long drive, that's fine. You can just play in the scramble. Or if you just want to come out and do the putting contest and closest to, you can do that as well. We do kind of tab it as Southern Utah's ultimate golf event because I know not everybody can get up there and hit one 355, 365. I understand that. I mean, and Paul, it sounds like Marco does have an invitation for you to hit the opening ceremonial tee shot.
Yeah, I guess I get that honor once again.
Are you even in town for this?
Yeah, I'm going to be there.
You're going to be there.
I'm going to be here now. So.
Paul,
Can
you're
we just
lefty,
get him
right?
one of those
Lefty.
exploding balls for the inaugural?
We'll have a brand new TaylorMade QI4D left-handed driver on the tee box for you this year.
All right.
You'll probably be the first person to hit it, but that's okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think I borrowed a left-handed driver last year, so this is a big improvement.
This is a big improvement.
Yeah.
So there's going to be no excuses to get it on the grid.
Love it. Love it.
I like how that shot is. Remember, I told you I like the elevated shots. When we were at Top Golf, I wanted to be on the top deck. Now here we shoot from up high, so even if I worm burn it, I can still maybe get it on the grid.
And by the way, we cleared all the brush around it.
I noticed that.
It's like it's the cleanest it's ever been. So there's gonna be no interruption from any brush or anything. So
okay,
that ball's gonna even if it doesn't go great, it might kick off a rock and then on the grass.
Yeah,
and
it's all where it ends up. It's not how it gets there.
It's been fun. We've got people that come in from out of town. We got people that come in from up north. We used to get a lot of the World Remax long drivers that come to our event.
Yeah.
I know the landscape of that has changed dramatically over the years. This really has become just a local event. And there's a men's local amateur in case a bunch of the pros from out of town come in, and you can compete in that. And then there's a men's open that anybody can compete in.
Yeah.
And then we have our seniors divisions. Those are always popular, 40 plus, 50 plus, the 60 plus year old divisions, the women's, the juniors. We have a 14 and under boys and girls.
Yeah.
And a 17 and under boys and girls.
That's awesome too.
And I'll tell you, I get more excited about watching the juniors get up there, to see the potential, ripping it, having fun, getting the adrenaline going, than I do, hitting my shot myself.
Yeah.
It's fun to see these kids just falling in love with the game of golf. So mark your calendar, June 12th and 13th. Go to the website if you want more details, thefansportsnetwork.com. If you want to get a team in the scramble, you can download the registration form. You can go to the Desert Hills Instagram, or you can even call out to the pro shop, and we'll get you on the list. We'll get you signed up. 435-688-1700. Marco, always good to see you, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right. It's right around the corner. We're just a couple of weeks away from the 22nd annual Utah State Long Drive Championship. We will have the Roberts Insurance $250,000 shootout. So if somebody gets a hole-in-one out there in the finals,
that's right,
you're going to take home a $250,000 putting contest. We do a combination putt to win $5,000. We got to that second leg again last year. We just need somebody to bury that longer putt, and we're going to give away some cash with that as well.
Let's do it this year.
Let's go. Let's go. All right. That's going to do it for the show today.
Yep, that's it.
It flies by when you're having fun. For Tara, for Paul, for Marco, from Coral Canyon, you guys have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow back here on the Fan Sports Network. I figured we were out of spots.